So here, we are going to discuss about few things. Okay. So it's very important for us to know what is there. Exactly, it's there about numerous countries are also facing the shortage of water, right? This is very important, right? So the main thing here to note is that, see, the question is given by the examiner. So whenever you get a question in your IELTS writing, the first thing to make a note is हमको question को समझना है, మనం question ని అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి, right? So this is for academic and general training students, and this question is asked in the form of essay writing, right? So you should always keep in mind that in order to write a good essay, there are few conditions for that. The first condition మనకి ఏంటంటే required word count meet అవ్వాలి. It is necessary for a student to reach the important word count. The second thing is to have accurate task response. मतलब ये है कि क्या हम ये लिख रहे हैं कि जो एग्जामिनर पूछ रहा है, और are we just writing that what we think is correct and just filling the paper, right? These things should be avoided. And another important point to seriously notice is, am I clearly understanding the question, right? Understanding the question properly itself is getting almost 40 to 50% of the answer, because you already brainstormed few ideas, you already made certain points in your mind that I understood this, I'm going to write so and so thing. So when we read this question, it's one of the most recent questions which appeared in IELTS writing. In many parts of the world, sorry, not this one, in some countries, changes in the amount of rainfall have led to serious shortage of water, right? And governments are under pressure, all these things. Okay. Now, when you target this question, the question itself is saying that many areas of the world are facing water shortage. For water shortage, మనం ఏమనొచ్చు, scarcity of water అని కూడా అనొచ్చు. SCARCITY, scarcity of water. You can even say that numerous places across the globe are devoid of water supply. Devoid of means lacking water supply. DEVOID, devoid of water supply. So ఒక మంచి ఇంట్రొడక్షన్ రాయడానికి you also need to use some standard written phrases, right? This thing is very important, right? So numerous places are devoid of water, or numerous places across the world are facing scarcity of water, and the authorities are being pressurized, right, to tackle this problem. Addressing or solving a problem is nothing but addressing or solving that problem, right? The examiner now is asking that, he has just given a statement that in many parts of the world, in many countries, there is serious water shortage. Many governments are being pressurized in this situation, right? Now the examiner is asking, what are some of the problems that lack of water causes? This is a very important point. Examiner is literally asking you problems and what can be done to save water in the future. So what type of question is it? When you completely read the question, you're clearly going to understand that, oh, this is a problems and solutions essay. Very clear, right? See, when I'm effectively reading the question, ఎప్పుడైతే నేను క్వశ్చన్కి చాలా డీటెయిల్గా చదువుతానో, I'm definitely going to get the clearer option for that. Okay, it's a problems and solutions. So I need to mention the problems which are caused by scarcity of water, the solutions. Now, what are the problems after you write an introduction? One of the main problems related to scarcity of water is the wildlife. They get harmed, and people do not have adequate water for their daily usage, which can create numerous problems. And even people may suffer from thirst, isn't it? Right? They don't have enough water. So what can be another problem because of water shortage? One is people suffering, wildlife and animals suffering. What can be another problem due to water shortage? Inadequacy of water supply also leads to agony. Agony ante worry among people, right? Agony, panic, havoc among people, right? Now, you can give an example. Every body paragraph in your IELTS writing needs to have a supporting and controlling example. So you can give an example of any Middle Eastern country, isn't it? Like Kuwait or any other country, Muscat, Oman. These places they face water shortage. Yeah, Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it's like gonna mostly use water from the oceans to desalinate it, and they use it. You can still use it as an example. I mean, not a problem. There are certain areas even in Saudi Arabia which. Yeah. So, of course, there are few Gulf countries which still face inadequacy of water supply when they are not coastal regions, right? You can give an example of any Middle Eastern country. Now, the examiner here is asking that what can be done to save water in future. So, Telugulo manam discuss cheste water save cheyalante future lo em cheyachu. That's very good. That's a very strong point. Construction of dams and storing water there.
Barrages.
Yes, barrages. Yes. Can ensure that there is adequate water supply or enough water supply for the masses. Masses means people, right? For their daily usage. In addition, persuading people, right, to harvest rainwater. See,
creating lakes.
Yeah, digging lakes. That is of course a very strong point. So apart from reservoirs, digging lakes and rainwater harvesting or water harvesting can drastically mitigate or alleviate this problem, right?
And using water purpose, how much they need.
Yeah, canals, water canals.
Not waste the water.
Yeah, water canals as well. So you can give an example of this thing, Karimnagar Dam, right? It's able to supply water to so many villages nearby, right? Huzurabad daga kuda aveni lastai. You can definitely mention that, right? So this was the type of question, right, which was a little complicated. I found it to be a bit, tough. So what I mean to say is that there is a chance of students getting confused in these types of questions. So you just need to be very aware that whenever I write, it's definitely going to be very beneficial, like that. They are mentioning insuperable. Insuperable means, okay, see, it's like very something which is delaying, okay. Okay. See, the other question is about more number of runways being constructed or built. What are the problems caused due to extension of runways? What can be done to solve it? So why are the runways of airports being enlarged? As there is more
passengers.
Yeah, as there are more number of flights.
And the increase of population.
Yeah, increasing air traffic.
And not more airports nearby.
Yeah, the one thing.
Like
And-
Hyderabad, for example.
Yeah, and what can be done to solve the problem? Constructing,
Constructing new airports.
increasing the number of airports, right? Because see, imagine if there are airports being constructed for runways. It's definitely going to create some problem to the inhabitants living nearby. It's always important that the authorities should increase the number of airports, right, so that it doesn't harm those people who are living nearby, because flights tend to release, if it's running on fuel, it's definitely going to emit some carbon, right? It's dangerous for the environment. So all these things are very important, right? So in a nutshell, I would like to say that it's better to understand the question, only then you'll be effectively able to write a good essay, right? And remember the word count for the essay, right? It's like introduction should be somewhere around 45 words, body paragraph 1 80 words, body paragraph 2 75 to 80 words, conclusion again 40. So you're going to easily reach around 245 to 250 words, right? So we'll just practice an essay, okay? So that's it. So thank you for watching this video, and do subscribe to my channel if you have liked this video. Thank you.